Everybody, it's Dr. Kristy Taylor, and I'm just popping on for a few minutes because I was in the process of doing all of my content planning for this week, and I kind of popped on something that I wanted to share with you right now in this moment. I'm going to share with you something that lets me know that the work that I'm doing with Work Solutions is right on target. Okay, so this is something that was very interesting to me because as I was preparing for the different topics that we're going to talk about next week, one of the things that I just became was a certified workforce development professional. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit more in the future about why I chose to become a certified workforce development professional versus pursuing a Society for Human Resource Management certification as a certified professional human resources. I felt that the certified workforce development professional was a little bit more in alignment with what I do as a coach. And a lot of times that includes looking at trends and data in the labor market. So I wanted to come out with a video later this week where I talk about some of the fastest growing careers, but I decided to just pop on now to do this rather informally because I think it is really spot on with some of the work that you've seen me produce. My sister, we both just dropped this book called Colorful Careers in Healthcare, and you know that I am a social impact career coach. And so I was rather shocked when I looked online and I saw that so much of the stuff that we are doing and that we have been talking about and trying to educate people about as healthcare professionals is really right on target with the Department of Labor. And I'm going to do a little bit more in-depth research because I also want to see like what are the trends in terms of the fastest growing jobs for careers and working with artificial intelligence. And so to all of my colleagues who are still working in higher education and looking for new and innovative types of career programs to package together, that artificial intelligence skill set is going to be something that's really important. Having students continue to work with technology such as drones, all of those things that services are going to be skill sets that students need for the future. So I just wanted to pop on and share some information with you guys about some of the trends that I'm seeing. And so I'm going to share my screen with you because I was really actually rather shocked at what I saw. And you might be surprised too. So I want to first preface this by saying that my sister and I, we just published a book, and I'm going to share my screen with you. We just published this book, Colorful Careers in Healthcare. And this was a 2-year project, well, a year and a half project that we worked on really from start to finish. Each of the characters in the book was hand drawn. There is literally a picture of me as a health science professor and my sister, Dr. Kristy Taylor. She's the physical therapist in the book. And each one of these characters is just a reflection of diversity in healthcare. And we really paid attention to everything, like whether it was their hair, if they were representing African American healthcare professionals. I just made sure that their hair was correct. They have everything from braids, twists to afros, but it goes far beyond that when we talk about introducing kids to opportunities to work in healthcare, introducing some of the different healthcare career fields, because this book is really designed to help to educate them about careers and opportunities in healthcare. There are 42 different healthcare careers, and we are still doing pretty well. And what I really love is that students have an opportunity to scan. They can scan a QR code and it will take them right to the character. So just in a few minutes, I'm going to show you some samples from the book. But what I really wanted you to see was, again, this just popped up all of a sudden while I was doing some research, and I realized how on target we really were when we produced this content. Okay. So I'm going to go from the book and I want to show you some of what I'm seeing here with the Department of Labor trends in terms of highest paying occupations. And I thought that this was so cool. So I'm going to zoom in just a little bit so that you can kind of see my screen a little bit better. But if you look at these top 20 occupations from the Department of Labor, these highest paying occupations, literally almost all of these, pretty much all of these are healthcare occupations. And so I'm like, did I click the wrong thing? Is it in the wrong section? But these, as of April 17th, these are some of your highest paying careers. And I love the data that is provided by the Department of Labor. But again, you see things like surgeon, pediatric surgeon, orthopedic surgeons, radiologists, psychiatrists, physicians, pathologists, obstetricians, neurologists, dermatologists, cardiologists, anesthesists, orthodontists, dentists, family medicine practitioners. These are your top 20 occupations, and they're all paying. And these are just, again, these are just like, I went to college. This is what I'm doing based on my job title. These are careers that are paying anywhere from $200,000+ a year. Guess what, guys? Pretty much all of these careers are something that we included in the book, Colorful Careers in Healthcare, which I think is super, super dope. So that lets you know, one, that Colorful Careers in Healthcare was right on target. It was something that was needed, and so what I really love is that we're educating kids about careers in healthcare. But as elementary school teacher, or former elementary school teacher, what I really love about Colorful Careers in Healthcare, that it gives students an opportunity to practice their reading, writing, and coloring skills and drawing skills while teaching them DEI. So what I'm looking for here is a sample of the book, and I'll pull that up. I wanted to show you the sample from the book so that you can kind of see that we were right on target. And again, we weren't looking at Department of Labor statistics when we originally produced this book, but there is a sample of the book that's available online. And so that's being pulled up right now. In just a moment. All right, so here is our flyer for Colorful Careers in Healthcare. We focus on early exposure to STEM and healthcare career exploration. We focus on teaching children about the different careers in healthcare. Again, there are 42 different careers in this book. The other thing that we really focus on is we teach diversity. And as an elementary school teacher, this book also helps students to strengthen their drawing, writing, and recall skills. So I'm just going to kind of click through so that you can see the samples here. This is the cardiologist. These are the samples when you can find this online, but this is the cardiologist. You can see that this happens to be an African-American woman. We made sure that her hair was braided. And I think I sent this back several times to the illustrator so that he could get this done, or she could get this done correctly, right? Sharing pictures and samples. But in this sample, you see the cardiologist, and then it takes you to a opportunity for kids to be able to practice what they see, as well as it asks a question: what did you learn about from the video? What did you learn about being a cardiologist from the video? And it asks them to recall those skills. So again, we did this with 42 different careers. It asked them to draw a picture of this. So I'm going to be rolling this out to schools sooner or later, but right now we're still doing the small scale marketing. The book is selling really, really well. So again, if you're a teacher, if you're somebody who is a parent or work from home parent, this book is available online via Amazon.com. You see the sample here. Again, pharmacists, we're asking children to practice what they see. They can scan a QR code. It takes them to our Kid Works YouTube channel, and there is an explanation video on what is a pharmacist in a level that a child would understand. Then they ask them to reflect on it and also to draw a picture of themselves. So we made sure that this book was really diverse. Again, I'm going to drop the sample here in the chat. So if you're tuning in, you can kind of get that sample and you can see what this book is all about. And then I'm going to go back to what I just found in my research, because again, I just popped on here because I was doing my research for the content that we're going to be producing on the channel this week. But then when I was looking at some of the trending jobs, it is really showing that the information that we put in this book is right on par with what those top and trending highest occupations are in the United States, highest paying occupations. Again, these are things that what people went to school for. It just so happens that they're all in the medical field: orthodontists, radiologists, obstetrician, neurologists, and all of these careers are things that are in our book, Colorful Careers in Healthcare. You can find it online on Amazon.com. And then, so I went from highest paying occupations, and then I wanted to look at some of the data around the fastest growing occupations. Because remember, my goal with clients is to help you find a career. And I think that sometimes we get career and jobs confused. Jobs typically are just going to be things that you're working for a short period of time, but you can turn a job into a career. I mean, even if I started out working at McDonald's or Dairy Queen, I might have started as a cashier, but I might go into that becomes a career because I become a manager, a general manager, an owner. I mean, it's so many different ways to be able to define career. So this is the highest paying occupations, but then I want to also show you just fastest growing occupations here in the United States. The fastest growing occupations from 20, and this is Department of Labor projections from 2022 to 2032. I think that with the onset of artificial technology and the way that it's growing, some of this is going to change. It'll be updated, but you can kind of see wind turbine service technician. So technician jobs are there. But again, you see things like nurse practitioner, data scientist. That again is in the AI range. Information security analyst. But what do you see again? Medical and health services manager, epidemiologist, physician assistants, physician therapy, physical therapy assistants, physical therapy, software developers. So we see that the trend continues to grow when it comes to technology and the AI sector. So I just wanted to share this with you again, pop on to share that some of the work that we do, it is really right on target with the statistics and the data that you see from the Department of Labor. So I am going to, again, drop the link. I dropped the sample link for the book for you to kind of pull and review. And then I'm also going to drop a copy of the book link where you can get it directly from Amazon. And if you got any questions, please, by all means, feel free to leave me questions about your thoughts. If you got the book, let us know what you think. Hopefully you're enjoying that. Leave us a review on Amazon, and thanks for tuning in today. So, and just a reminder, guys, that on August 27th at 6:30 p.m., I'm going to be giving a free Brace for Success career workshop. And so I want you to feel free to tune in to that. You can go on our website, worksolutions.com, and register for that free workshop. Have a great Sunday.